Let's keep it moving, Justin, with the Big East. Xavier at Butler and DePaul at Providence. A play for you in each KenPom. First off, Xavier -1 coming off of the big win. And we handicapped that one on Saturday's show. Got that one spot on. Spread in their first meeting between Xavier Butler was Xavier -7.5. They won by 13. So not really much of an adjustment, maybe a little bit of a market edge to Butler just in terms of adjusting for the way Butler has been playing down the stretch, although they didn't cover as around 6-point dogs at Villanova over the weekend. Xavier now on the right side of the bubble. With that Creighton win, they've won 5 in a row. Butler, by the way, despite being under 500 on the season, 349th in KenPom's luck rating. Shot quality, as you well know, says the Bulldogs are due for a couple more wins too. Should have been a shot quality win, or was a shot quality win against St. John's despite losing the game by 6. They did cover the closing number of 6.5. And then shot quality had it as a toss-up against Villanova despite losing the game by 10 points. Butler this season, 7 losses by 2 possessions or fewer. And like I mentioned, that Xavier matchup maybe a little bit closer than what the final score of a 13-point margin showed for that game. Pierre Brooks and this Bulldogs offense ranks in the 70th percentile or better in isolation and pick and roll efficiency. And those are both areas where the Musketeers defense can be had. I touched on that heading into the Creighton matchup, even though it didn't matter. Xavier's ball screen coverage with Fremantle is a pretty big liability when you get them in the half court and you're not rushing your shot. You're not down by 10 points or so in the game. I kind of like Butler, especially if this line gets taxed even more, with it being maybe a must-win spot for Xavier to stay on the right side of the bubble. But I know you're looking the other way.
I'm definitely the numbers point the other way is what I'll say to you, Eli. Definitely
You would
value
agree,
stays.
shot quality kind of likes Butler overall.
Shot quality likes Butler, but we love Xavier. We just love Xavier. We have them currently on a 5-game streak, only expected to lose one of the only one game expected to be lost in the last 6 weeks, and that was on the road at Villanova. They've only underperformed a few games. They definitely, they underperform on the road. That's what they do. They underperform on the road. So, and I don't know if this is a must win. I will say that. I think they are out of must win scenario. They just clobbered one of the only other true tournament teams in the conference, which, well, I don't even, goodness, Big East's not doing great this year. But it's not. But this is
Yeah,
Xavier
of the
winning.
tournament teams in the conference.
Sure. A big win over Creighton. Expected to be, though, a 2-point win. So I do see this as a great spot for them to run into some trouble. I think they're another team that, if they're going to lose this game, they're going to lose this game by 8 to 10 points. And again, you're seeing a line that shows their potential to go on the road and get this done by 6 to 8 points. But they have an equal potential to lose by that much too. So I do see this as an outside of a full possession game. Obviously you don't get good value theoretically, like leaving the -110, like you lose EV is how people fight against it. But at the other end, like if you can win at the better correlated rate to the price you're getting, then it is technically better EV. So I think there is a good shot here to take Butler -3.5, -4.5, 5.5, 6.5, all in that range. I expect them to get it done like that if they get it done. But there's a really good chance Xavier does it too. And that's also sitting there at Xavier -3.5, 4.5, 5.5, because Butler's not going to go down easy. And maybe they'll hit that final shot at the buzzer, but I doubt it, because maybe they would literally, like, here's the thing, it has to go down when the buzzer hits, right? Because if it goes in with 3 seconds and it's 5, you're going to foul again. You're just
Anthony Leal, man. All I have to say is Anthony Leal.
It is so tough to finish a game at one possession in the current environment of basketball, because you have to hit a shot as the underdog within the last second and a half so that an inbound can end the clock. And even then, like, it's borderline, it could happen because the inbound's tough too. So I don't know. I definitely think this is one of those games that is going to be has a polarized result. It is not, again, another good spot to beat the books by exploring why they land on this line through the distribution of their probabilities and whether or not they are properly modeled in the alternates. I don't think so. If I had 1,000,001 days and a team of people, I would be studying alternate pricing. I think it's pretty bad. So, but I do all right on the standard stuff. And you want to know what? They don't close your accounts down nearly as quickly on the standard stuff. So what am I going to do? If I go bet alts and I beat them in a week and a half, they're not going to let me play anymore. And they barely,
You're going to need some parlays to clean
right,
out. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I can't do another TED Talk.
Yeah, no more TED Talks.
No, we're good.
We get
we're good. I could
obligation of one TED Talk per episode.
It's annoying, Eli. It's just annoying
I know.
because I wish they would. I would love it. It would be fun, but they're smart to not let me, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.